Let's just say that he has the courage of a lion. He's never afraid to get up and give a speech. And we love that about Oscar. Oscar Kaalstad tonight is speaking from the Engaging Humor Path. The project is Engage Your Audience with Humor. It's a 5 to 7 minute speech. He is going to tell a story of how flower power made a difference in his life. Please welcome Oscar Kaalstad with Flower Power.
Wow, Oscar, the lion on Gorilla Day. But anyway, have you ever realized how much power there is in flower? The power of flowers. Now, when you think about it, and you think about having a dozen roses with that little baby breath in there, and then you give it to your wife or your significant husband or significant other, and the joy that it brings, the love, and affection that you feel just having that there. That's the power of the flower. Now, there are times when, it's important to remember special events. Like I was thinking of Valentine's Day with my wife, or our anniversary. But there was that one anniversary when it slipped past me. I hadn't used the power of the flower. Didn't send her anything. I called the florist. It's too late, I was told. And what would I do in a situation like this? Well, I thought I could go buy my own flowers at Publix or supermarket, become the florist, put a name tag on Mr. Flowers, and rush over to her office and bring the power of the flowers there. Well, when I did that, I came in, they let me in, and there were tears. Her coworkers were tearing up. And I got on my knees and said, I love you. And these roses did their job. The power of love was expressed and given to my wife. Well, there came other times in my life that were different. But in the back of my mind, the power of the flower always remained with me. I was there. My parents had built a new home way back in the subdivision, and they were out there alone on this lonely lot. And at the time, I was staying with them, and they'd had pretty much everything done, but they were trying to work out all the bugs. One of the things that hadn't been completed was the cable. And there we were, missing show after show after show. What were you going to do? Well, I called up the cable company, Quickie Cable. And Rhoda answered on the other line, somewhat like a character like Roz from Monsters, Inc. What do you want? Well, Rhoda, we haven't got our cable hooked up. We're that one house in the back of the lot. I'll get to it. We'll get somebody out there. Rhoda, when can we have somebody come? Well, maybe next Tuesday, 2:00. I'll have somebody there. Yeah, I'll get it done. Don't worry about it. Well, there I was 2:00 the following Tuesday, waiting for those cable people to dig a new line and put it in. But there was nothing. Nobody showed. I called up Rhoda again at Quickie Cable. Rhoda, what have you done? Nobody showed. We had other jobs. We'll get to it. Don't worry about it. Well, when can you come again? How about Monday, maybe Monday. Monday next at 10:00. Well, there I was again, 10:00 on Monday, waiting for cable. Nobody showed. What am I going to do? I was thinking about those shows my mom loved, like The Bachelor. She was totally lost. Where was all that love? What was going on? What about my shows that I loved? I wasn't getting to watch any of them. And then I thought about the power of the flower. called Rhoda. I said, Rhoda, would you accept my rose? What if I sent you a dozen roses? Is there a chance you could get somebody out there? I don't know. Maybe. Well, let me set up. If you do that, I might have somebody there tomorrow. Well, that florist again. This time I asked, please send the most beautiful bouquet of roses with that baby breath and make it just the best you've ever done and send it to Quickie Cable to Rhoda. Well, the florist didn't let me down. And to my surprise, she told me she'd have somebody there at 7 the next morning. A dozen people showed up. They knocked on the door. Are you the guy with the flowers? Well, Rhoda, you made Rhoda smile. I can't believe it. But I think she wants something more. Like, what? These guys, they went right to the back of the property, 12 of them, and within 2 hours, they dug that trench, put in that cable, and my show started. But I called up Rhoda, and Rhoda said, hey, I loved your flowers. How about a ring? I'm like, oh no. Rhoda, I love you, but that's as far as it's going to go. Back to you.
All right. Thank you.